a kind of fallout between one section of the country and the other. But I want to ask, in that particular motor park, is it only one ethnic group that travels by, that goes to do business in Kano? Even the Kano indigenes themselves have to travel down south with their goods. So however you want to look at it, I wouldn't want to say that they have succeeded. Because if we have to take a census of the people that were affected, it does not have to show that it affected only one ethnic group. And that is why we are saying that it is not religious at all. Because if it's religious, then you won't touch a pregnant woman. Because I know that Islam frowns seriously at anybody, perpetrating any kind of harm to a pregnant woman. Medical personnel are being affected, teachers and students. So if we look at it as a nation, then we now begin to see that there is a selfish instinct going out from these people towards other people, whether they speak the same language, they worship within the same places. So I don't want to believe that anybody would want to see that, oh, this is being done against this group or against the other group. They have failed. And that is why I sit here today to plead with all Nigerians that we must come together and fight this scourge. Remember that if we don't come together and join forces, we might not be able to win it as soon as we expect that we want to win it. Other clans that have experienced the war on terror, other developed clans have not really eradicated terror from their midst. So we shouldn't expect that in just about a year plus, that we should be able to eradicate this threat from our midst. We must consciously be on top, doing everything possible to make sure that as they come to us, we are able to rebuff them and put them far away. But we can't do it when we begin to talk of language, religion, when we begin to talk of security and all that. We must come together as a Nigerian people. Remember, we have no other nation more than Nigeria. It's only here you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. That freedom you can't enjoy outside the shores of Nigeria.
All right. Could you, are there numbers, special numbers or contact numbers that people can get across to your department? Because we're seeing comments of people saying that they are being forced to pay security money, and when they report to the police betrays them. These calls are increasing. How do people get across to your department if they have needs to?
We have given out numbers, Chamberlain. And you see, I always don't like it when people come up and begin to say that they've gone to report to the police and the police chase them away. I would sit here and tell you that it is not true. There is no law enforcement or security agent in Nigeria today that you will take a piece of information that has to do with securing life and property of Nigerians that would want to go and compromise same. I have told you, if you feel you are not safe giving it to an ordinary policeman on the street, you can walk to the police station and want to speak to the DPO. You can speak to the civil defense agents. You can speak to the SSS. We have all these establishments in all local governments, in state in the federation and at federal level. So you can't say that, look, even within your ward, you must know somebody that you can confide in. Even if you go to tell your traditional ruler, he will know how to pass the information across to security agencies. Because there's been that collaboration, even with the traditional rulers themselves, or religious leaders.
All right, then Marilyn Ogar is the Deputy Director of Public Relations for Department of State Security. Thank you.